kind of speechless, man. That was a shocker, huh? That was scary. I mean, it feels great. The energy in the locker room right now is just completely ecstatic, and man, it just feels good. Like I'm out of breath from how hard I've been celebrating. It was a great game. You know, it literally went down to the wire. I haven't even had that happen to me ever in my life, so that was a great way to end it.
Did you guys kind of need a game like this instead of a blowout win just to kind of build some chemistry and bring us close together?
I don't think you need it, man. It's not good for your heart. But, you know, it did mean a lot. You know, it went down to the wire, and everybody just had to believe. And that team chemistry really kicked in. You could see everybody just fighting for each other. It was a great way to come out, just have that last-minute comeback. You know, we went back and forth all game. And there was a lot of times where I was just exhausted. I was like, I can't do anything else. You know, like this is the last thing that I can do, you know, and I still pull it out, go fight even harder. And we still came away with a win. You know, rivalry games, they go like that sometimes. It don't matter who it is.
How big was Josh F? How inspiring was Josh F to you guys?
You know, he played a great game. I'm just happy he was out there catching those passes, man, because we struggled a little bit. And, you know, it was him who kept the thing rolling. So I'm real thankful for him for doing that.
Moving the ball in chunks there, you can't really stop him when he's under the stretches, and then you come out and get the stop in the final when you have to. What's the mood like, the focus like on that sideline before you got in that last drive?
You know, it's just after that you just know it's like it's on us. It's time to win the game. That's the last thing you can think of. Is like it's time to win the game. There's no other thoughts besides that. You know that it's your time to go out there and handle business. You get the call, you go out there and you go play football. Everybody knows what they got to do, but you know, you're just making sure. So everybody's yelling at each other like, make sure you're right here, just screaming and just trying to get it all together. You know, it's at that point it's just so scattered. You know, the crowd is loud. Everybody like just has to get it together. You know, and it happened.
Describe the game-winning drive from your vantage point. Were you watching, or are you the kind of person that can't watch this?
Nah, I sat there. I watched the whole time. I was watching from the jumbotron. I don't really like to get in the way, but you know, I was sitting on the bench just watching it, and the whole time I'm just praying like this has to happen. And we practice clutch every single day in practice, you know, and they actually ran a clutch this time. I thought that was pretty cool, but you know, other than that, I'm just hoping these guys pull it out for us because, you know, we needed them at that one time. The one time that they were definitely needed in order to make something happen, they came and they delivered, and I'm real proud of them for that.
Brian, just a finale to remember, so about kind of what you'll always remember your last game at Austin.
That definitely is the kicker to the end of my career. I didn't think that my last game would be such a roller coaster, you know. I wasn't expecting that at all. And for that to be my last game, you know, I'm real proud to say that I've been a part of that. And it'll be a cool story to tell the people.
They were able to run the ball a little bit today, kind of like mixing in a couple of different guys. What's kind of been the struggles run defense-wise for you guys?
Well, you know, I got to come down and help defend a lot of times. And one of their strategies actually was to have kind of a lineman accounting for me most of the time. And then, you know, if it wasn't for that, I was taking on double teams and things like that. So I was just doing my part to help clear up some space. But I think the real thing was that, you know, you have a couple gaps that get uncovered. And it happens sometimes in football. We just got to make sure that we wrap up. We missed a couple tackles, you know, but that happens. You know, that was a really hard-fought game, and everything went both ways. I'm just proud of my team in the way that we reacted to everything, both the positives and the negatives.
How strange did this game feel for you to have it come down to a game-winning drive like that? I mean, you're not used to that here.
No, I'm not used to that at all. In my entire life, I've never had that happen to me. I take that back. High school it happened once, but we missed the field goal and lost, so that was horrible. But, you know, like, it was just like clutch was in practice. And in practice, you know, I got a couple seconds. I got half the field to go, and you got to make something happen. You're down by a score, you know, and you have to get in the end zone, and they made that happen. It was the craziest thing that I ever seen because it was literally just like practice, and they knew what they needed to do. They came out there and executed. Now, Tyler Johnstone was my locker mate. You know, I was talking to him about it. He was just like, I don't know what happened, but that final drive felt so good. just everything was working right, and every block that I made was just happening. I was just dominating. I was just like, man, that's what I like to hear, you know. Everybody goes out there and did their job, and they really made something happen. Like, that was special. I think that that'll be a Civil War that people remember for a long time. Like, it'll probably be one of those that gets replayed all the time.
Was there even a seed of doubt in your mind when the offense took the field there?
You know, at first it was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm just scared, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen. I was like, please don't let this end that way, you know, that kind of feeling. But I never was like doubtful, you know. I felt a little hopeless because I don't have any control over it. I'm just sitting there watching, but you know, I had faith in them. It was just a scary moment for me, and I was just praying that they wouldn't pull through, and they did that, you know.